Randy, I'll have you open with the opening statement.
So I think a really solid defensive effort by our team tonight. Really pleased. Anytime you can hold a team like Jacksonville State, I think they came in averaging 79 points a game. And so for us to hold them to 44, we talked all week. We thought our half-court defense, we talked before the game, I thought our half-court defense looked really solid this week. And so we talked about trying to be a little more solid in our press and really getting after them in the half-court. And I thought we came out and made them work hard. We get down early, then we go up, and then they go on with a 9-0 run to take the lead. And I thought you saw something kick in from there. I thought our bench, you got to give, once again, Delaney Carter's name keeps coming up. She's coming off the bench and really giving the team a lot of energy, offensive, defensively. Fourth quarter, we needed a bucket. She came in there and got to the free throw line. So once again, I thought our depth played a big factor today. Savannah came out hot, fired really good offensive game. Chris comes out with 5 assists, steals, rebounds. I thought she was playing really hard. I thought her hustle play in a game like that. We talk about dynamic plays. When Chris came sliding in to steal that ball that was about to be theirs, those are things you can't coach, and you need some plays like that if you're going to win these games. But because I think it's a Jacksonville State team that's going to do well in the league. I think that's good competition for this team, and it's a really good home win for our ladies to get.
Curious, you held them to 2 made 3-pointers today. When you're facing a team that shoots so well from behind the arc, what goes into good perimeter defense like this?
So it's funny, for us to attack the shooting, the message we talked about all week was, guys, I know they're making a lot of threes. They're one of the top teams in the nation in regards to threes per game. And we just really focused on, I said, guys, the threes come from the pulling kicks. The threes they make are when they can suck you in and kick that ball out to somebody. So we really focused on the drives a lot more than we focused on defending their threes, to be honest with you, because we felt like if we could stop the drives and rebound, that we were going to be okay.
I'm curious, what was the message at halftime? Because I'm curious if it was must have been a great halftime speech, the way you came out and played in the third quarter there. So what was the message to the team?
Yeah, so I think we just kept it simple. I think we came in, usually what it is, we need to win the first 5 minutes. We talked to the starters, we need you guys to come out and win these first 5 minutes, because at that point you're up 5. There's pressure on that other team. They have to come out and push, because if you can come out and stretch that lead, now you get to double figures, and it starts, especially in a game like this where you're having to work hard to score and people aren't shooting the ball well. If you can stretch that lead, it puts a lot of pressure on them. And that was the big message. Just if there's one thing that we talked about, you don't have to be the best scoring team. You have to be the hardest playing team to win this game. And we talked a lot about the rebounding, because we were -1. I think it was 18-17 on the boards at halftime. And we focused on that. And so then you see us come out, and our press wasn't great today, but it made them think, and it made them uncomfortable. And I thought a lot of their missed threes were coming because they weren't comfortable threes. So if you can – we saw that when we went to Greece this summer. The team we played got a ton of open threes, but we were running them so much, our open threes just aren't falling because they're not shots they take in practice. But so I think there's a lot of things that went into it. But the big thing is you just have to play hard. And luckily we come out and we out-rebounded by 8 or 9 in the second half.
There was about an 8-minute stretch there between the end of the first quarter and the start of the second quarter where Savannah scored 13 straight points for you guys. When that's going on, what is the balance early in the game of feeding the hot hand, but also getting everyone involved? Because, it's going to take everybody here with the long game still to go.
We don't really dictate a lot of where that ball goes in our offense.
Mm-hmm.
We talk a lot. It's not like we're in timeout saying, okay, just get half the ball. We know we've got so many weapons out there that are hard to guard. So, like I've said all along with Savannah, I think what Savannah's a lead at is she makes really good reads. When she's in the game, she knows when to shoot, when to drive. So it makes it hard to guard. And then you're seeing her in clock situations. It was great to see, I haven't had a chance to tell you this yet, how comfortable you are with the ball in your hands when the shot clock's going down. You have the 1-3 you take, and then the next play you come down, they're sitting on the 3, and you attack and go strong with the drive and get a real nice finish. So I just think that's what Savannah is just a lead at. She's so good at taking, if you're going to guard her, she's just going to wait and see how you guard her, and she's going to take whatever you give her. But as far as our flow on offense, we're just coming down saying, hey, let's run these sets on offense. Let's just find the best shot we can, whoever that is.
For both of our student athletes, obviously a little bit of a stretch here between games, a little break. I'm sure it was nice to get the break. What was it like getting your rhythm here coming off of a stretch where you're going, so long without playing?
You want to go? Having practice and stuff is hard. To practice for a full week with no game is kind of hard, but we kind of have to embrace it because like Coach P always was trying to tell us, this is the time where we need to get better. This is the time where we need to really focus on just the fine tuning and figure out what we need to do to keep winning over this next stretch of games. So I think it was a time for growth and to just lock in and figure out what we need to fix. We went over a bunch of new things, able to put some things in. So it was just time for learning and growth.
I'd say the same thing, and just to build off that, I think we were really excited to play. Like, having that full week, it's like, okay, now we're already getting ready for game prep around, like, Thursday, Friday. So Monday, Tuesday was really just growth, and then Thursday, Friday was really prep. So having that little break and then coming back and getting stronger and growing and just building the chemistry and just keep building the chemistry. It's really nice to see.
And for both of you, a big part of the chaos that we see out there is great defense. It looks like people are having fun on defense, and I don't think every program in the country can say that they're having fun on defense. For you, is that something that comes natural? Is that something that you've just kind of had to adapt? What is it that makes defense fun for both of you?
I think, like, just seeing the steal, like, you work so hard to get the trap, and we always talk about the people in the front get the trap, so then the people in the back get the steal. And, like, seeing, like, us work hard in the front, and then the people in the back getting the steal, like, whether it be me or her or Jay or whoever, like, just seeing that steal, it's like a confidence boost. Like, keep going, keep getting the trap. And then we talk about, like, advantage turnovers, like, going to get a layup and score. And then, like, those runs, those are what we look for. So I think that's a really big deal because seeing those traps and just, like, it gives us confidence to actually go to the trap instead of just backing up.
I like defense. I don't know. It turns into offense, and it's like if you can play good defense, like you're gonna get a run out or an easy basket. So you have to play defense for however many seconds, and then you run out, and you get an easy quick score, and then it's like, okay, what's next? Like I don't know. I feel like defense leads to offense, so it's just fun, and it's fun like because we're all working together, we're all talking, switching, and stuff like that. I think it's just what we do. Like Coach Cox does a great job in practice making it like competitive, where
Fun, yeah.
we're going against each other, and it's fun. Like I don't know, he just makes it fun.
Coach, I'll close with this. How rewarding is it for you as a coach to see your team out there really enjoying playing defense?
Yeah, we've said all along, I think, Greece was so good for us. And you've just seen earlier on since the summer, like this is a special group, that everybody gets along, everybody's close. And so it's fun to watch them have fun out there. And it's like you see like a Lancer Ramsey running the floor today, how hard she ran the floor. And then you see what that's opening up. And then you see someone make a play and you see them getting excited for each other. I just thought there was a lot of good talk. We're coming in timeouts. A couple of the stretches were frustrating. I thought everyone did a really good job of positive talk in the timeouts and going out there. But this is a fun group. We've said all along, we feel like this is a special group. We feel like we're really taking a step forward with our program, and that's a credit to these student athletes and what they're doing. So now I think the next thing is we come in, we got final exams coming up. So we had a week we could work on stuff. Now we got a week we got to lock in on the academics.
Yes,
and,
literally.
And then hopefully get a little bit of a rest, and then come in and see what we need to do to win that next game, which is at PC I think is our next game. So, but right now the focus needs to be let's get some rest. Let's go close out the semester in good fashion in the classroom. Because they're doing really well. The grades are good, but now it's time. We got to give them a break, and let's focus on that.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm going to ask one more. There's a basketball game tonight at 7 o'clock in Rock Hill. I'd imagine you'd be watching.
I'm definitely going to be watching that. So we talked about it with Colin on the radio. So it's, I can remember visiting Justin when he was on staff there at Winthrop, and I knew some of that staff, and I went down and spent a day with him. And that was the first time I met Justin. So I know you always know I don't know how much he'll talk about it, but those games mean a little bit more. Not that Justin's never going to make the game about himself, but I know that game means a little bit more. So it's our guys doing a great job. They had a great 1-point win on the road against Campbell. So we will be pulling for them tonight. We'll be tuned in to make sure our shots get another win.
Awesome. Thank you all for your time today.
Of course.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome game.